Everyone, I'm Robert Garcia, and I'm with some amazing people, Catherine and Jason and Jen, all with Pronail Roofing. Let me tell you, so I first met Catherine when I first joined the chamber, and she was the first one to welcome me, and you gave me like the warmest welcome ever. So since then, you've been at the top of my list, one of my favorite people. And then I met Jason, and we just kind of hit it off.
Oh, that's good.
No, it wasn't.
He's not at the top.
Bottom feeder.
No, we're working on him. You know, he can be taught. But I wanted to, for this small business spotlight, I really want, in the middle of hail season, I really wanted to bring you guys on because I love your business model. I love what you guys are doing. I love everything about it. So, so with that, let's just get into it. What's one of your biggest pet peeves of roofers, roofing season, hail season, whatever it is?
I think it's companies that are probably after the dollar more than they're after the best interest of the customers.
True.
So they'll either push them to hurry and replace their roof because of cash flow issues, or they'll do an improper job. So I think one of the things we commonly see is that roofers will leave on all the underlayment on a roof install. And when you do that, you can't really see the condition of the deck below it. We call it a nailable surface. So if you have rotting or missing decking, what's gonna hold the nail that holds the shingle on the roof? So we see that a lot, and quite frankly, it's because the crews don't love taking it off. It's messy, it's a lot to clean up. It's a lot of scraping, but it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, no,
So,
absolutely.
That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves is just, not servicing the homeowner in the right way.
But the insurance, like if there's multiple layers of it, the insurance will pay for it.
They'll pay for it to be taken off. Like I said, it's quicker to
Okay.
do it without taking it off. So, I mean, you can do more output if you're leaving improper things on the roof.
All right.
It's not right in the long term, it'll bite you in the butt, but we like to do it right the first time.
Yeah, and in that, the insurance is paying for the felt to be taken off.
True.
Second of all, for most manufacturers, especially GAF, who we put on the most, if you have more than one layer of felt on the roof, it voids the manufacturer warranty.
Ooh.
So roofers are not doing the customer right if they're not taking off all the felt and starting off. with
So if we
clean
could
roof
throw a
deck.
percentage on that, Jason, of how many roofers or how many jobs you come across, how many, like just you see the whole felt, like 3 or 4 layers, like how many, what's the percentage of that?
That's probably say about 15%. There's more than one layer.
15%.
Yeah.
And I would say on mine that I've done over the years, it's probably more like 60 to 70.
I'm getting a lot of repeat clients.
Oh.
And I'll tell you this, Robert. So a friend of mine in McKinney had to have a re-roof after a hailstorm. Sweetest couple you've ever met. And we got up there and started pulling the shingles off, and they had 7 layers of felt. So we had to stop and actually redeck the house because you get a point where you can't really, there's no place to put another nail.
So I've kind of heard the rule of thumb, and I've been out of it for 2 years now. So I've heard the rule of thumb is that your decking, and this might be a question for you, is that you get like maybe 4 to 5 roofs out of it.
That'd be great. Yeah.
One of the most questions I get from my homeowners, you said it earlier, is like, when do I replace my roof? I remember like 2011, there was a storm, and then like shortly after the next year, there was another storm.
2016 as well.
Oh, that's great.
We had Plano followed a few weeks later by the Riley storm.
Oh gosh, yeah, I remember that. So there was people that got their roof done in Plano, and then that storm came through again and hit it again.
Yeah.
So they had
That's
to
right.
they had to replace it. So hardest question that homeowners ask: when's the best time? Like you said it, you talked about it, but when's the best time, and can they wait?
I believe they can wait. It's all in their time schedule, honestly. We have to have clear weather to put a roof on, but just because they file the claim doesn't mean they have to put it on right then. But it's their choice. It's fine.
I think at Farmers, we give you up to 2 years to kind of wait. So if they don't want to replace the roof and the insurance has bought it, what do you say to that, Catherine?
I say that's going to be on them. So if the insurance has come in and said, yes, your roof needs replacement, here's a check, and the homeowner decides not to go forward, that's totally their choice. However, in order to sell the home, renew their insurance, or even refinance their home, they are going to have to make the repairs to the property. And if it's on their timeline, great. They just have to keep in mind that you have a certain length of time in order to recover your depreciation or the amount they hold back for the work to be done.
Right.
So the other thing that's important there is, for example, Farmers does give you up to a year just to file your claim.
Right.
So sometimes the safer thing to do is to just wait maybe a little bit to actually file your claim to begin with. That way you don't have to worry about holding on to the money and being responsible with that amount of money. And then you still have time after that. And what a lot of homeowners don't understand is that, one, your insurance rates would have already adjusted for that storm, whether you file that claim or not. Your rates are going to adjust, right?
Correct.
So, you might as well.
They do it by zip code. They try, yeah.
You might as well use your policy to the full advantage.
Right.
And secondly, a system called Xactimate. It's the same system that Farmers uses to do an average price check on building products. And so let's say you have your adjuster out in June and you decide to wait until October to actually do the work. They'll automatically readjust the price. It's better than putting the roof on and then getting hit again.
Yeah.
So it does save money for the insurance company just to reprice it. And just to give you a reference point, the decking that we use on the house, last February it was about $11 a sheet. Now it's over $40 a sheet. So building materials right now are increasing daily. I almost don't look at my inbox because I get pricing increase announcements, my suppliers, every day, or at least every week. So it's something that we kind of don't look forward to.
Wow, I'm so glad that we have this relationship. I'm so glad that you guys are taking care of homeowners. So now here's the thing: if there's one tip that you could give a homeowner, what would it be, Catherine?
Make sure you have an insurance agent. And the reason I say that is because we've had several homeowners that have had difficulty even contacting their insurance because nobody actually answers the phone. It's just a recorded message or they bought it online. When there's an issue, you want to be able to call somebody and have them advocate for you. It's no secret. I've been a Farmers customer for 12 years, and they've always
not my customer.
they've always treated me right. And they're always out there immediately when I have an issue. So, and if I've ever had an issue, like one time my water heater burst, and it was only 6 months old, so I felt like it shouldn't be my issue or Farmers' issue to cover it.
Right.
They actually went to bat for me to the water heater company and made them pay for the damages. So, but without an agent, sometimes you don't get that level of intervention.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I advocate for all homeowners is know your agent.
That's awesome.
Someday you're gonna have to use them.
Yeah, no, that's a true story. Jason?
Biggest tip, is, I obviously want them to choose us.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Okay. But my encouragement to them, because they've always heard for years, decades and decades and decades, get 3 bids. It's not getting 3 bids anymore. It's interviewing, 2 or 3 roofing contractors. See who fits you best. We may not fit you the best, but then again, with our level of service and our quality of how we put on a roof, kind of want to use us.
Yeah.
But definitely, interview. Don't ask for bids.
And there's something, and before I get to what you've learned in the last 6 weeks, I want to talk about this deductible eating thing. Because there's a lot of companies that are still pushing those boundaries, and they're still poking and prodding because they haven't, just got caught yet. But I love what they did last year because it puts the homeowner and the contractor accountable for fraudulently eating deductibles. So what do you guys say to that?
What I say to that is, be prepared to pay your deductible. Okay, beyond that though, is the insurance is giving you a full estimate of all the damages on your home.
Correct.
As the homeowner, they still get a choice on what they do. The roof has to be full price, has to be. That's where most of your depreciation is.
Correct.
Okay, about 90% of it's in the roof. The insurance wants to see that done in full. The other things, that's their choice, to do those things.
But most of those things will probably fall within that deductible range too. That's where a lot of people get off on that. So what we do.
So my only point is that when you have an insurance policy, you agree up front, here's what my insurance company is going to pay and here's my copay, much like medical insurance. So when you go to a doctor and ask for a 30% discount, you're probably not going to get the best doctor. And the same is true in a contractor situation.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
I've always not understood how a homeowner can ask for the probably one of their biggest investments, cheaper work to be done.
Right.
When there's options available, as Jason said, to have the homeowner not come out of pocket.
Yeah.
The rule is don't eat my deductible. The rule isn't I have to pay money out of my pocket. It all depends.
Right.
And so I always encourage a homeowner, don't focus so much on can you get it cheaper because your copay is still the same. Focus on who has the best solution for me.
Yeah, that's good.
Because your budget is set.
Yeah.
And if the budget changes, everybody is going to win,
Right.
not just the homeowner.
Right.
So I'm sure farmers would love to pay less for a claim.
Oh yeah.
That's just not the thought process going into the three
absolutely.
estimates.
Absolutely.
So I agree with Jason. Interview to really find the best fit. Then ask them for what solution works best for my needs.
That's good. That is real good. So I like that tip, Jason. Very good tip. All right, Miss Shannon, you're on deck. So 6 weeks. You came from a totally different background.
Totally.
Okay. So in the 6 weeks working with Catherine and Jason and the rest of Pronail, what is your biggest tip that you would give a homeowner not knowing anything?
Call us. Catherine and Jason and the rest of the team, they do what they say. They're full of integrity. I've known Catherine and Jason for 3 years from the Allen Fairview Chamber, and joining the team, I'm impressed every day. When I go out and talk to people in the community, oh, you work for Catherine. Oh, she's wonderful. Yes, she is, every day. She teaches us, she coaches us, she's there. She doesn't leave anyone behind. We have questions, we call her, we text her. Jason's the same way. I call or text every day. I learn from these two. Well, we have a lot of other teammates. So I'm learning the roofing business from my teammates at Pronail. They go out and do the right thing. And I say that we're a for-profit business with a not-for-profit heart.
Oh, I like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good job.
That's why they hired her.
They really are, and that's been, not-for-profits has been in my heart, and that's what we do here. We work hard, Jason and our other project managers, we work hard so that we can give back to our community, and every month. So that's what I've learned in the last 6 weeks, and I'm ready to learn some more.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Like, I think there was, I don't know who said it, but it's like you help enough people get their dreams and you will receive yours. And I think that's kind of what's happening here is,
That's our goal.
it's pretty incredible. And that's my thing. The money thing will come eventually, you know, and it'll take care of itself. But that's not really my focus ever, especially with all my customers. So Catherine, Jason, Jan, how do they get hold of you?
Oh, that's easy. They can go to our website, pronailroofing.com, or they can call us. Either way, they can email us, info@pronailroofing.com, go to Facebook, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. So also too, I'm going to post this video on YouTube. I'm also going to share it to my Facebook site. But if you need to talk to them and you don't feel comfortable calling them direct, call me and I got every single one of their numbers and I'll pass it on. They're incredible. I know they'll take care of you. That's why we're sitting down with them. It's just, I'm growing my stuff, so be prepared when it does happen.
Yay.
So, thank you again for watching. I'm Robert Garcia with Farmers Insurance, and we got Catherine, Jason, and Jan with Pronail Roofing, and they will not let you